Hey, bonjour à tous, bienvenue en ce cours lundi le 25 mai. Comme vous pouvez voir, j'utilise un nouveau logiciel encore une fois. Je suis revenu à mon vieux parce que le nouveau Loom n'a pas fonctionné pour le dernier cours. Fait que là, on revient à nos bonnes vieilles habitudes. So here I am. Let's get started with the class. Aujourd'hui, on commence un nouveau projet. En fait, on commence un projet sur les cartes de crédit. Fait que dans le projet, vous allez apprendre plus comment une carte de crédit fonctionne, les conséquences d'avoir une carte de crédit. Puis encore une fois, on va utiliser un petit peu de modals là-dedans. Fait que lundi et mercredi, vous allez avoir plus de modals, un petit peu plus de pratique. Et ensuite, il va y avoir l'examen qui va suivre à la fin de la semaine. Dans la capsule du mercredi, je vais vous montrer exactement comment faire. Aujourd'hui, nous commençons notre nouveau projet qui va s'installer sur 2 semaines. Donc, pour ce cours, vous n'aurez pas besoin de votre upshot. La seule chose que vous aurez besoin est le document ci présent que je vous ai envoyé par courriel. Donc, avant de commencer le cours, assurez-vous d'avoir en main le document, une autre page ouverte. Ensuite, la façon que je vais procéder, je vais premièrement y aller numéro par numéro. Aujourd'hui, nous avons les pages 1 à 9 à compléter ensemble. Donc, je vais expliquer tous les numéros un à la suite de l'autre et ensuite, je vais tous les corriger. Donc, c'est votre choix. Vous pouvez le faire au fur et à mesure. À la fin des instructions de un numéro, vous mettez la vidéo sur pause et vous complétez les activités pour poursuivre après. Ou vous écoutez toutes mes instructions et ensuite vous complétez les pages 1 à 9. C'est à votre choix. Okay? Donc, les pages 1 à 9, j'explique en premier, je corrige ensuite. Vous choisissez votre méthode de travail. Alright, so let's get started. Today we are talking about credit cards. Credit cards are something that everyone would probably have in their life. They're used to borrow money from the bank. So really expensive purchases, you can use credit cards. So first of all, let's write our name. So credit cards. So welcome to the world of credit cards. Considering that you are in the secondary 3 English class, you will probably get or have already received your first credit card. Okay, I saw a lot of students with debit cards, but now we're talking about credit cards. Okay, borrowing money is very useful, but if you do not know how to use them responsibly, credit cards can quickly become your worst enemies. Read the following text attentively. They contain precious information on how credit cards work and what they can do. Okay, in each activity, okay, we will have 3 activities total. You will have to complete the associated word bank. So we will have a word bank. You will have to mix and match the vocabulary words with the appropriate definition. Secondly, we will have to do a reading and complete the associated quiz. Short quiz, short answer questions, true or false, and multiple choice. And finally, do a modal activity, practice our modals. Number 1, the activity 1 is an introduction to credit cards. So you have the word bank here, okay, and definitions. For example, to be able to do or have something is to afford. Okay, pouvoir se permettre de avoir quelque chose ou de faire quelque chose. Okay, so you have 2 that are already done for you. Then you have to do the next, all of these vocabulary words. Okay, and you can type your answer in. Right. Now, credit cards and introduction. The use of credit cards has increased a lot over the years. More and more people are using credit cards instead of cash. The average credit card holder in the US has 4 credit cards. Credit cards are often used because they're convenient, safer to carry than cash, and allow people to buy things that they can't afford. However, though credit cards may have some benefits, they can be extremely dangerous. These pieces of plastic can place your financial health into serious problem. So what is a credit card? A credit card represents a line of credit. A line of credit is a set amount of money that you are allowed to borrow. A credit card is different than a debit card. With a debit card, you are using your own money that is in your bank account. With a credit card, you are being allowed to borrow the bank's money each time you make a purchase. So how do you obtain a credit card? After applying for a credit card, Oh, applying for a credit card is very easy. You can either complete an application online, through the mail, or in a store. Approval for a credit card online or in a store is done in a few minutes. You do need to be 18 years old or older to apply for any type of credit card, and you must have a job. The better your credit rating, the larger the amount they will most likely let you borrow. And what are the disadvantages of credit card? Though it is very easy to obtain a credit card, it doesn't mean it is a good idea to get one. A credit card is not a source of free money. There are many fees and penalties when having a credit card. The fees and penalties vary greatly with each credit card. Now here is our short quiz. Okay? You will have to circle one answer per question. Okay? Since it's done online, you will simply have to check the answer that you believe is right. So we have to read the question. Why are credit cards being used more often than in the past? Read the 3 choices and check the answer that you deem correct. It's your choice. You can pause the video and complete it right away, or I'm moving on to the next instructions. Our first modal activity is around could and should. So what does could mean? Could means pourrait. Okay? C'est le passé de pouvoir. Okay? On a vu le passé de can. I could va se traduire par je pourrais. For example, I could eat steak. Je pourrais manger du steak. She could leave you. Elle pourrait te laisser. Pour pratiquer, we have a short exercise here. You will have to rewrite the following questions while adding the modal could. Les phrases ici, il manque un modal dedans. Okay? Vous allez devoir la réécrire en suivant la règle que nous avons vue dernier cours. So, I catch the ball if I was good enough. On la réécrit. Okay? I quelque chose, blablabla. Bla bla bla, avec le modal, bien sûr. Okay? Même chose pour le numéro 2. Now for should. What does should mean? It means devrait. Okay? So I should, je devrais. For example, you should eat vegetables. Tu devrais manger des légumes. He should listen to you. Il devrait t'écouter. Once again, you will have to rewrite the sentences here, adding the modal should, because it's missing from the sentences. Okay? So you not drive like this. Let's add the modal. Second activity, okay, we'll be talking about debt, okay, or des dettes en français. Okay, quand tu vas devoir quelque chose à la banque, des dettes. We have a word bank. Once again, you have your vocabulary words here up top, and you have to match them with the appropriate definition. For example, spend, okay, it means to pay. Disburse, like usually money. Pay out, dépenser, spend. Okay, so you read the definitions and you match the words with the appropriate definition. Of course, you can use online resources if you want. Okay, word reference, it can help you. Online dictionaries can help you as well. Second text, we'll be talking about debt crisis. Okay, let's just go down. So, the dangers of credit cards. Credit card problems usually start off slowly, with one credit card and a few innocent purchases. At first, it doesn't seem like a problem. Instead, it is just a small snowball slowly rolling down a hill. But after you open one card, you get multiple offers to open other credit cards. You can't resist. You get more cards and make more purchases because it is so easy and exciting. Before you know it, that small snowball grows into a giant snowball and it is heading right for you. It is at this point that you come to the realization you have become buried deep into credit card debt. You may think that this could never happen to you, but it easily can and does happen to millions of Americans and Canadians too each year. It is now estimated that the average household in the United States owes over $16,000 in credit card debt. Many of these people are having trouble just to make the monthly minimal payment and have realized that a giant snowball of credit card debt is heading right for them. Now, what is the main cause of credit card debt? The main reason why people fall into serious credit card debt is irresponsible spending habits. Often, newer card holders spend stupidly and don't think or care about the consequences. It is easy for people to get caught up in the excitement of spending with credit cards. It can be fun and it is easy to spend with credit cards. People often do not realize how deep they are into debt before it is too late. Now, how to avoid credit card debt? To avoid serious credit card debt, you can start by following these tips. Number 1, don't buy anything you don't already have the money for. If you can't pay your credit card back immediately, then don't make the purchase. Next, always keep track of your credit card balance. Know what you have spent and what you can spend. Avoid high interest rates or other fees. Shop around for a credit card that has the lowest interest rates and fees. If it costs you $75 to have a credit card that you rarely use, it isn't worth the money. Lastly, limit the number of credit cards. There is no need for multiple credit cards. One card is enough. Having more cards means more temptation and a higher chance you will fall into serious debt. Now for the quiz. Okay? Credit cards, debt crisis. You will have to, once again, circle one answer per question. Okay, so these are true or false. You just check the box that you deem correct. Number 1, let's do it together as an example. People's irresponsible habits are the main reason for credit card debt. Now, let's go back in the text. It was stated word for word. The main reason why people fall into serious credit card debt is irresponsible spending habits. So irresponsible spending habits, people's irresponsible habits, main reason. True. Okay. So of course you can go back in the text, can do it right away or at the end, it's your choice. One more modal activity. Now for our last activity of the class, okay, we're talking about would, the modal would. Would is different from could or should. It is not a verb by itself in French. Would is used to create the conditional ou le conditionnel verb tense. For example, you would buy, tu achèterais. She would catch, elle attraperait. On se souvient dans notre dernier cours, c'est ça quand tu as un certain quelque chose qui t'empêche. I would pay my taxes, but I don't have enough money. Il y a une intention de payer, mais tu peux pas, là, okay? Parce que, par exemple, tu n'as pas d'argent. Okay? We would go on vacation, but we can't because of COVID-19. Nous irions en voyage, mais on ne peut pas à cause de le coronavirus. Okay, for example. 2 more examples. I would eat steak every day. Je mangerais du steak tous les jours. She would learn a lot. Elle apprendrait beaucoup. For this exercise over here, you will have to rewrite the sentences adding the modal would. Okay, so I help you if you want to, I wanted to. Okay, you rewrite it. Same thing for the next one, adding the modal would, of course. And the last exercise of today, you will have to fill in the blanks, okay, with the modal, the best modal between could, should, and would according to the text, according to the sentence. Okay, so she not drink and drive. Okay, you look at the context. Is this giving advice? Is this the conditional? Is this an ability? And you choose accordingly. All right. Now, vous pouvez mettre la vidéo sur pause, le cours sur pause, terminer les exercices du cours. Je vous rappelle, c'est les pages 1 à 9. Je vais ouvrir mon corrigé sur mon autre ordinateur et nous allons corriger ensemble sous peu. Premier, to take something with the promise of giving it back later is to borrow. Emprunter. Oh, c'est tout petit l'écriture. On va zoomer. Borrow. Deuxième. Consequences for not following rules, penalties. General condition of something, health. Permission to do something, approval. To make something bigger, increase. Charges or payments for service, fees. Describes something that is related to money, financial. Something that you ask for a request. And in the middle or normal, average. Okay, the average, la moyenne. There you go. And now for the quiz. First answer, why are credit cards being used more often than in the past? B, because they're safer than cash and very, very convenient to use. 2, what is a credit card not a source of? Free money. A. What does a credit card represent? It serves as a line of credit. A. 4. What do you have to deal with when you have a credit card? C. Fees and penalties. 5. With a credit card, what is the bank allowing you to do? A. It lets you borrow money every time you buy something. 6. Is obtaining a credit card easy or difficult? It's mega super duper easy. 7. What can credit cards do to your financial health? B. They can put it in trouble. 8. What are 2 requirements needed to obtain a credit card? B. You need to have a job and be an adult. 9. What is a credit card line? A quantity of money that you can borrow. Lastly, 10. What is the average number of credit cards held by card holders? 4. A. Modal activity. Okay. Rewrite the following sentences adding could. I could catch the ball if I was good enough. Period. Next one. It could explode at any moment. Now for should. You should not drive like this. They should be careful with their children. Activity 2, credit card debt. Let's change pace. The value or importance. Oh wait, nope. Be aware of or follow the progress of. Keep track. Whoops. Keep track. The value or importance of. The worth. Why is this one so small? To stay away from something. Avoid. Extending far down. Deep. That's weird. The minimum amount of money you need to pay. Minimal payment. To buy something. Purchases. A percentage of money to be paid every year. Interest. In an economical context, something that becomes bigger exponentially, snowball. the people of a household. To be in debt to someone. Owe. You owe money. Okay, tu dois de l'argent. Alright, I don't know why some are small like that. Weird. Oh well. Next quiz. Credit cards tend to have a snowball effect on your debt. True? You are offered more credit cards when you get your first one. True? You should only look at your credit card balance once a month. False? You should always know it. 5. Credit cards with a high interest rate should be avoided. True? 6. The average household owes less than $16,000 on credit cards. It is false. It is better to spend on multiple credit cards than just one. It is false. It is easy to end up spending for fun when you have credit cards. 8 is true. You should try to get a credit card with the smallest fees possible. 9 is true. And credit cards should be used to buy things you don't have the money for. 10, that is false. Last activity, modals. Rewrite the sentences adding the modal would. I would help you if I wanted to. And they would watch Netflix 8 hours a day if they could. There you go. Last activity, we had to use the best modal between could, should, and would. She should not drink and drive. Oh wow, okay, that is should. Okay. We would drown if our ship sinks. Would. They could run 20 kilometers for a single can of soda. I would not do this if I were you. He should take his medication, and you could learn a thing or two from documentaries. Okay? When I was using should, it was advice. Donc should c'était des suggestions. Could c'était des habilités. Okay? Des choses que tu étais capable de faire. Comme par exemple, tu peux apprendre des choses sur un documentaire. Il pouvait courir 20 km avec une seule canne de soda. Okay? And would, okay? C'est le conditionnel. Fait que c'est quand tu pourrais faire quelque chose, mais okay? Bien souvent, il va y avoir le if. Là. Okay? Par exemple, okay? If our ship sinks, si ton bateau il coule, ben, tu vas te noyer. Là. We would drown. Nous nous noyerons. Okay? Le conditionnel. Alright. So, that was pretty much it for today. Là, ce mercredi, vous allez avoir plus d'informations à propos de l'examen qui s'en vient. L'examen va sûrement être posté mercredi après le cours. Je vous encourage à faire les cours en premier parce qu'on va pratiquer avec les exercices. Encore une fois, l'examen il va juste avoir une bonne réponse. Okay? Fait que ça ne sera pas écrit une phrase selon ce que tu veux. Là. Non, ça va être plus un choix de réponse comme qu'on a vu dans notre petit chose ici. Le petit quiz, true or false. Ça va ressembler à ça. It should be easy. It would be with Teams. Okay? Donc, on regarde la vidéo à la fin. Je vais vous présenter comment faire. Sur ce, passez une belle fin de journée. Bye.